Hi everyone, it's Sharon.
It's Tammy.
And it's Beatrice. And welcome back, guys. Another episode of the Uncut podcast.
2025?
Yes.
Wow, crazy.
2025?
Yeah,
Has your 2025 started yet?
It starts on Monday.
Yeah, mine hasn't started yet either.
Okay,
Why?
cool.
Same reason as you. My own hasn't started.
No, I have a reason because
Because she came back
I came back on a Tuesday.
I came back on Monday.
Oh, okay. Well.
Sorry, I still need time to defrost.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Exactly.
I'll give you that
Fair
one.
enough. As we're talking, it's the 12th of Jan. So
Yeah.
still give them, because by the time people listen to this, it might even be Feb.
Yeah, it's even true. Who knows, honey? Who knows?
Anyway, before we get into the episode, obviously a few housekeeping rules. You guys already know the deal. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Why are you not subscribing? Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share with just like one friend. Do you know what I mean? Just one friend.
Please, make it more than one.
5. When you're in church, the
Yeah.
pastor tells you go
and
turn to
shake
5 people.
Okay. I was trying to be, gentle, but 5 will do. If you're listening on any of the audio platforms, please make sure that you are leaving a review. If you can leave a comment as well. We love reading that stuff. It really spurs us on. Do you know what I mean? What else is there to say? Please follow us across all of our socials: Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X. Where else are we? Coming to a Twitch near you soon. I'm joking. But make sure you're following us across all of our socials so that you can keep updated. A lot of the stuff that we post on our socials feeds into our episodes, so make sure you're following us there too. And also, if this content once a week is not enough for you, make sure you head over to Patreon, where we do another episode every Wednesday. It's just £3.99, less than £1 a week. You can do it. I know you can. Is there anything else? Is that everything?
No, just subscribe.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, just subscribe. Cool, guys. I really wanted
Sorry,
to.
before we interject.
Oh,
No, you are interjecting.
Sorry, I will interject. I think this month will be the month of February, which means it's my birthday.
Okay.
It's my birthday month. Normally, I feel like as of late, the last 2 years, I've been very mellow when it comes to my birthday. I'm normally the person that always does something.
Always. Let me interject. Beatrice is the type to do something for her birthday every single year.
and it's never one thing.
And it's never one thing. It'll be like a brunch, and then we're leading
the
into
brunch,
the
we're going
Airbnb. Then the Airbnb. The next day, they tell us to go to another brunch.
Oh, I'm doing something with my church friends, my family, my group chat, my
with
this.
eggless
But
cake.
you're invited to all.
With eggless cake.
Y'all are
eggless
crazy.
cakes.
I'm so dumb. But anyway, as a birthday gift, guys, please, I know you haven't really said it, but just subscribe. That's my birthday gift. I want you guys to please just subscribe. We are really, really trying to hit that 100K. So I really want to be able to say at the end of my birthday month that we've hit that 100K. So please.
Very ambitious.
Yes, I know. I really want to aim for them.
ambitious.
So please, please.
We love a stretch time.
Yeah, we love a stretch target for real.
That's the theme of this year.
Yes, so
Stretch targets.
die. It is well.
Okay, I've been wanting to talk about this show for literally months, because there was just one day where I was sitting at home and I had made my dinner and I wanted to watch something on the TV. For some reason, my TV signed out of your Disney Plus. I need to get the login again.
Maybe Tammy changes his password.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I wouldn't. Sharon, I don't really use
I
my
know,
Discord.
you said.
The reason I still have it is because Sharon is using it.
See, friendship. We love each other.
Okay.
But anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna have to go on to Netflix. What should I watch? I was scrolling. I saw something South Africa, and I said, okay, I watched The Ultimatum South Africa. That was lit. I was like, never heard of this show before, but let me just watch it. It's called Love Never Lies South Africa. Guys, I said this to Beatrice yesterday. I think like with these franchises, when it comes to like the UK, the US, I feel like people have started to realize that this can now be their career. Like, kind of like Love Island in terms of like, you know, that you
an
can
opportunity.
I don't think the South Africans are really thinking about it like that.
Nah.
Like
They're
are
living their truth.
They are living their truth.
Yes.
Raw, unedited,
Yes.
unfiltered.
Yes.
This is who I am.
Yes.
Take it or leave
Yeah.
it.
You can tell these are not people that, you know, like on Love Island and like people fix themselves up before they go on the show.
Yeah, and then also when it comes to Love Island,
Your
people
vibe.
scout people.
Yeah.
So it's like people that are already like established, have got a
Yeah, got a
following.
friend or something.
These ones are just,
Regular.
schmeck. You know, back in the day, Big Brother, they would just bring anybody.
But I want you to cling on to the word I just said. You know, where those other shows, people will go and fix their teeth or go to the gym. These are people, you can just look at them and just say, this, I relate. You are relatable. You are real.
Sometimes you need that on TV.
You do.
No,
Yeah,
you
need
do,
that.
man.
do.
Like people where like the money that they could win from the show will actually like change
Their
their
life. They're
lives.
actually hungry. They actually want the prize money
Yeah,
for
do you know what I
something.
mean?
Got you.
Cool. So let me explain the concept of the show. So essentially, the title, like I said, is Love Never Lies, and there's I don't know how many couples, maybe 6. I think Beatrice will fact check some of the stuff I'm saying. I think there's 6 couples, and basically every time there's like a lie detector, and every time they are in front of the lie detector, they're asked a question about their relationship. So it could be something like they'll ask the woman, have you ever cheated on a man? And if she lies, then money is deducted from the prize money. And if she tells the truth, money is added. So whoever tells the least amount of lies by the end of the show walks away with whatever is left in the pot of money, right? But also, it's a test of their relationship. Hey, this show is good. No,
I need to watch it. I need to watch
no,
it.
you do.
Yeah,
It's so good. So anyway, there's 6 couples, and there's some couples that you kind of like, you meet them, and obviously you will have your like initial opinion of them and think like, oh, I don't know about these two. And then there's like other couples that you think like, oh, like I'm surprised they're on this show. Like they seem a bit stronger. Cool. Anyway, so the first episode, they have the lie detector test, and so there's like one couple, I can't remember the name, the young couple, the young guy and the young girl, and the guy is like an Instagram guy or something.
Oh, you're looking at Monica and Gonse.
Okay, yeah, Gonse and who?
Monica.
Yeah. Okay, so the first episode, lie detector test. They ask Gonse, the guy, have you ever cheated? Did you cheat? Wait, did she get to ask the question?
Your partner chooses the question, and then they ask them.
Okay. So she asked, did you ever cheat on me with my best friend? Hey. Oh, that's how we're starting the show.
First question.
Oh, brother, I couldn't even finish eating my food.
Bruh.
What? And he lied.
Yeah, he told the truth. He told the truth. He said yes.
Oh, he said yes, and it was true.
They
They added money, Sha.
Yeah. No. And basically, with that situation, apparently she had been asking him, like, basically what the context is they were together and then they had a break, right? But normally when they have a break, they always tell each other like who they slept with or who
break.
Yeah, or what happened on the break. But on the break is when he actually slept with her best friend.
That is crazy to me. Like whenever, like, it's different if it's like, oh, you're sleeping with someone's friend. Best friend.
Yes. Best friend.
Everybody is trifling.
Yeah, facts.
Everybody's
Everybody.
trifling.
What the heck?
Boy. But
Anyway, she stayed there, Sha.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Cool. So there's I can't even remember the questions for the other ones, but like, yeah. So that's kind of like the intro.
Let's talk about Nancy and Bolanle and the fact
It's Bashale. I don't know why
Bashale,
she
sorry.
keeps calling him Bolanle.
Do you know why?
Pepe dem. Bolale pepe dem.
Bahale.
Boshale.
Oh, okay, there's no
Sha. Boshale.
there's no S. How
but that's
written?
that's
It's
the-
Maybe that's how they pronounce it.
Bohlale. Boshale. Okay. Boshale.
What did you
Bolanle.
say?
I was saying the context of them. So when they were
Bolale is crazy.
I know.
Bolanle is South Africa.
Bolale. Bolale.
She every time.
Bolale.
And I correct her every
I've
time.
not said it bears. But
No, you have.
I've not
Even
said it.
yesterday.
Yeah, yes. That's the only time I brought up yesterday.
So, what is it?
Boshale.
Bashale.
When they introduced this couple, so Bashale and Nancy, they had basically, I think he had brought them on the show, which is important context. He brought the couple on the show.
Got you.
Basically, someone of the couple like decides to bring them on the show, said that we need to like test our relationship. Yeah, they said that to test whether the relationship is fine or something.
No, sorry, isn't really that he brought
Yeah,
her.
he was the one that did it. That's why she was like, "Did you bring me on the show to embarrass me?" And that's why she kept on saying that. So anyway, he brought on the show, and then basically, like, I think, long story short, when they introduced a couple, there was hint that there's some issues in the bedroom.
Right.
And essentially, like, I think he was saying that like he's not really like a sexual person like that, because she was just like, sometimes like when it comes to sex, like he just withdraws, or like he just doesn't.
What he was explaining is like you have to like tap into his.
No, he
brain.
hadn't said that at the beginning. Not the beginning, not the first time they were introduced. He
Okay.
said that later on. But right at the beginning, he just said that I'm not really a sexual person. Like, I don't know why she's worried that, you know, we're not having sex all the time. Like, it's not.
But it wasn't about sex all the time. It was more like she's on it, and then he's like kind of like pushing her off. Sort of thing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Crazy.
So she was a bit concerned of that, and she raised some suspicions as to like whether he's getting it from somewhere else. But that was just like the beginning parts of when they were introduced. But that's important to remember when we get to like the juicy stuff.
Got you.
Yeah. So anyway, so the first episode is, like I said, lie detector test, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Then they, oh my days. What was the name of the couple? The girl that she was bold in the beginning, then she started wearing a wig halfway through.
Oh, Lynn. So you're,
Lynn
no. Lynn and Kuda.
Lynn and Kuda. Honestly, that was one of the, you know how I said at the beginning, there's some relationships where you're a bit like, oh, why are you here? And there's some relationships where you're like, oh, why are you still together?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? That relationship, I think they've been together for like 6 years, but they've broken up like 3 times or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I was just thinking to myself, like, why are you guys still together? Like, I feel like he was giving very like untrustworthy, but also like just super like lackadaisical. You know, those kind of people that are just
like chill
about everything.
Yeah,
It's like she's bringing something to you that she feels is serious, and you're just a bit like, yeah, man, it's cool, bro. So I think one of the questions was like, when you went on your boys' weekend away, did you have
inappropriate relations?
Yeah, did you have like an inappropriate relationship with anyone or something? I think he lied and said no. That guy stayed lying. That's why they were never winning that money. That guy stayed lying. They had no chance of winning any kind of money. He said no. But then it was like a lie. And he was like, well, she was in my bed, but we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Did you hear the question?
Bro. She was like, you keep doing this to me, bro. You know when people start calling their partner bro? Listen, it's time to
wrap it up.
So cool. So anyway, as the season goes on, can I just give a shout out to Minnie, the host? She looked good.
Yeah, she looked good every time.
Oh, every single time.
Frontal was laid, everything. Yeah.
Outfits on point.
That's the thing. Even like a lot of South African hosts who are women, they're quite attractive. Like they look good.
Yeah.
Even the girl, even the lady that did it for you know, Uche's masterclass. That
she was a baddie. Ooh,
yeah, she was so
fine.
Yeah.
South African women. Ooh, you guys. Yeah. Anyway, so so basically what happens then later is that the couples are separated and they go into different houses. So there's one house that's the party house and one house that's just the chill reflection. But they didn't realize what was happening, obviously, because they'd never like done it before. So one group stays and they stay in the party house, and then basically they are partnered up with somebody who fits their, like, as in like, is like their ideal person. Maybe not ideal person, but like new people.
Are these new people?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
But when I tell you these new people are on smoke,
they're obviously tasked. They're tasked with the with the agenda of trying to
steal that person.
Yeah,
when I tell some of the hey, but you could tell as well with some people, it's like they weren't really attracted to that person, but I think they just I
have to do something,
do it for the plot.
Yeah.
So cool. So anyway, in the reflection villa though, every now and then Minnie, the host, will come and be like, let me show you what's going on in the villa.
So it's like Castle more on crack.
Yes.
But it's actually
and the thing is, right, she will take you away and you will watch it separately, but everybody else is watching it too. And so then you can
their
pay.
reactions be killing.
No, some of them are too bad. Yeah. So then there's like there's also an option. So you watch the PG version, and then you can pay for the explicit version if you want.
Yeah,
it comes
out of
from
the money.
Oh
God! Out of the lump sum.
Oh my gosh! What? Some people like play that.
They like play that shit, man. They won't understand. I gotta know what you're about to say.
Yeah, there's some people that like, I've seen it.
Like, I'm already done.
I can see it. Take game.
I'm actually
crying. My days. And there was one particular couple, Pretty and
is it Pretty and Sia?
Yeah. And like this woman, like honestly, I feel like she honestly emasculated this guy.
The thing is though, like, she is actually not nice.
No,
like the
not.
things that she says about her partner,
Really?
when she's annoyed, is crazy.
She'll be talking to herself in the mirror, and she'll be abusing.
She'll be like, you know about my exes. My exes all have money. What do you have? You don't have anything.
You don't have anything, but I
chose you.
I still chose you. And that's what you're doing to me.
Yeah, literally.
But it's like,
oh God,
I feel like a lot of people like could see like how toxic she was, right?
Yeah.
And so then when they were separated into their separate like groups or whatever, and also you become very close with the people that you're with because you spend like maybe like a month with them. I think
I don't know how long it was.
I feel like it was like maybe 2 weeks on each side or maybe 1 week on each, whatever. So you guys become like a group, right? And like they kept telling Sia like, listen, the way that what's her name? Pretty speaks to you, like it's not normal.
Good. Yeah.
It's not. So I think when this woman came, he just kind of used that as an opportunity to just be like, let me get my lick back.
Yeah.
Hey, when I tell you he was like backing shots off her belly.
Yeah.
The babe was lying down straight in the kitchen tabletop.
Yeah.
He now climbed on top of her. And he's really short. He now climbed on top of her.
Yeah.
Was like backing shots off her chest and off her belly and stuff.
Oh my God.
And then he made a comment, like I think they were lying down and he was just like, well, I don't know whether I want to fuck, but he was like, oh, I want to get laid.
Yeah,
he made like comments like that.
Yeah, he was saying a lot of stuff, boy.
Yeah,
wow. Oh my day, she started seeing red. Like you know, like you could see in her eyes that she was going in.
And extra context as well. This is a guy that is like so obsessed with his woman.
Yeah,
like just so that you can understand the reason why. Like
he loves her, man.
Obviously, I don't know what situation he's in, but clearly, I think she's doing better than him financially or whatever position it may be. Right?
Got you.
But like he's one of them like guys are like literally at the beck and call of his woman, would do anything for her. So obsessed with her. So she literally did not even think, like at the beginning she was so confident that this guy would not do a thing because she was like, he worships the ground that I walk on.
And I think as well, you know, like how some girls will be like, oh, like I only date like medium ugly men because like nobody else will really want them.
Yes, that's what
I genuinely feel like that's what she was giving.
Yeah, because she said my exes are like
good looking, they're tall, they're this, that.
And she's like, he's not my type. She always said.
She told us all, this is not my type. She was like, Sia even knows it. He's not my type. And she was saying right there.
Yeah, right next to her. And also, she will point to Gonse, who's the couple.
He's my type. Nah, what? She finished that guy on the show.
Finished.
But yes, I think when she saw that, she was just like, what? Like somebody else can find my man attractive. Like he can do this. Like I can't believe it. But anyway, we need to move on because this is taking too long. But there's one couple that we need to bring to the forefront of this show. Boshale and Nancy. They brought one babe for Boshale. She wasn't even fine. I'm so sorry.
Dead.
She was not
fine. She was dead.
She was. I don't want to say she was dead.
She was dead.
I don't want to say she was dead because that's so mean. But she was not fine.
She was dead.
When I tell you, Boshale was moving. Somebody that says, "Oh,
I'm not really
my sexual drive."
From day one.
That babe was twerking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like even like, you know, like with Love Island, like when somebody's coming and they do the like confessional and then like maybe they'll pose for the camera.
Yeah.
Brother, we didn't see her face for time.
Yeah,
man.
she was just shaking her
shaking her ass, shaking her ass.
Man, she was twerking.
So anyway, cool. So they bring this girl, whatever. I didn't even think that like
he was even into. I wasn't thinking he was gonna.
Yeah, because she's white.
Yeah,
and like he gives off like very like I like black women.
Yeah.
He also like practices the whole ancestors thing.
Yeah,
my ancestors, these ancestors. So you know, usually a lot of people like that, like it's just black people that they're after. Yeah. So when they brought, I was thinking, oh, like I don't know if this is really gonna back. He was saying like, oh, like you're tapping into my mind and it's turning me on, and like it was so crazy. Like cameras were rolling. Yeah. She took off her top. Was just walking around like,
topless in the room. And he was like,
why are you doing this to me?
Oh, hey.
Bro, they slept together in that place.
Wow. You jumped straight there. You're even...
Because we need to be wrapping up.
I'm crying.
They slept together in that place. It was so crazy as well because like you find out later on in the reunion. But like he basically like asked her to like obviously do it and stuff like this. And so then when he like later on like had to tell Nancy, because Nancy then watched this on the thing, right?
Yeah.
But then also
she didn't watch the sex.
No, yeah, she didn't watch the sex. I think it was just like maybe what's it? The lie detector. Is that how she
Yeah,
found
that's
out?
how she found out.
So
Got
yeah,
you.
so it was like the question was like, did you sleep with whatever her name is? I can't remember.
Yeah, Mia.
Mia, that's it. And then he said yes. And then the lie detector was like, it's true.
It's true.
And then basically they swap after a week of like being in the party villa and the other relaxing one. They swap, right? So she went into the room and she was like, there were 5 condoms here. There's still 5 condoms here. So that means that he even slept with her without a condom and stuff like this.
Yeah.
She was literally losing.
She was like,
her
I'm
mind.
done. It's
Like,
done.
She
It's
was
done.
like, it's done.
It's
Like
done.
somebody that doesn't even want to sleep with me and I'm his girlfriend. Like you met one babe just the other day. All of a sudden now, like
tapping into consistency. There's always a word about they say consistency.
Yeah.
Like consistency is what I'm looking for.
No.
Bro, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He was so manipulative.
Yeah.
Like he was so manipulative. And I think he lied a lot about like how things went down. Mia came to the reunion. She started opening. Hey,
Yeah.
I watched the reunion on the way to work on the train. Oh my days. I was exclaiming out loud.
Yeah.
It was
Do
crazy.
you know what? And this is the thing. I know a lot of people in the comments were telling us to watch Love Never Lies after we spoke about the ultimatum South Africa.
Yeah.
But even though he was wicked, he was still there was an element of honesty in the sense that when the lie detector asked, he would say it. He never
Okay.
denied that he had sex with a babe or anything. Yes, he hid a lot in terms of didn't actually basically in the reunion. What we actually see is that it was like something that was kind of consistent, like as in like there was like a fellatio. There was a lot of things that was happening during the show, whereas he made it seem like it was like a build up. He was holding on, and then right at the end, that's when he fell. Right. And that's the lie that he had continued telling because of the reunion happened a whole year later from the show.
Yeah.
But he also said like, oh, I didn't finish.
I was just in
the
and I came
babe
out.
was like, you absolutely finished. I took a morning after pill the next
Yes,
day.
and she was like, "What were you rubbing on my back, or what were you rubbing on my arse
She was
cheek?"
disgusting. Beatrice, man.
That's what she said.
Oh, it was
That's
nasty,
what
man.
she
It
said.
was
That's what
nasty,
she
man.
said.
Oh my
and then the other thing is,
gosh.
Omo, if you're under 18, tap out. You shouldn't be
I'm
listening
crying.
to this episode. And then there was something else that, he basically was saying to her that she shouldn't take the pill. Like he was just like, don't take the pill. Like she was like, but then when she came to the reunion, it was like, you were telling me not to even take the pill, right?
Yeah,
But you've been lying to Nancy this whole time that you didn't even finish.
yeah.
So what would you have done if I come now
With
to
a
the reunion
pregnant-
and I'm pregnant?
With a child, I've got my child next to me because a whole year later.
And then imagine Nancy was also pregnant. At that
Yeah, then he
reunion.
revealed that the reason, and they're together by the way. So they stay
They're
together.
still together.
After she did the show and everything, she was like staying with him. She loves him. Blah blah blah. That one's even delusional. And then they revealed, that we've had a child. Like she's already had the child.
They've
already.
had the child
Yeah, he said
before
the
the
baby's
reunion.
here. Yeah, he said the baby's here. That's the reason why. And then it was just absolutely insane.
Nah, she needed to leave that relationship. I'm so
Yeah.
disappointed that she's
Very,
there.
very disappointing.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah, we basically explained the whole show.
Yeah.
pretty much. Although there's other characters that like we haven't gone into depth yet, like Gonse and the lady and all this kind of that one as well. Like that one was confusing. The whole polygamy, polyamorous. I didn't really understand.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a really good show. You guys should go and watch it.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah,
Where is it streaming? So people
it's
know.
streaming on Netflix. So
Yeah.
you guys should go and watch it. I actually really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Other shows, obviously I came across that one randomly, but if there's any other shows that you guys would suggest, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to
I'm
watch.
Always down for a quick 7-8 episode show that I can watch in one
Oh, how many
weekend.
episodes is it?
Like 7
Yeah.
maybe? I
Oh,
don't
so it's
know.
like it's not too bad.
No,
No,
not
I
at
watched
all.
it in one weekend. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
we can do that.
Fair
for
enough.
sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, really, really good. But like I said, I think I mentioned anyway, I still feel like Bashale is not as bad as
Nola
Yeah.
from the ultimatum. It's hard because I feel like
No, Bashale.
no, do you know why?
Nola.
I think Nola was bad, yeah, but I think it's like it was almost expected. I don't know how to explain it. No, as in I think like
Lebo.
no, but what I'm trying to say is hold on. I think Nancy was like beside herself when she was like, I couldn't believe that he would do something like this. And I feel like he kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. He just was so like creepy and deceptive and just, I don't know. Whereas with Nola, I just feel like we all knew he was lying. Like it was so obvious that he was lying. You brought him on this show because he's always flirting with babes in front of you. Like, it's like, what you see is what you get with Nola. When he's lying to you, you know he's lying. Whereas with Bashale, like, I feel like he's very manipulative, very like, And so that's why I feel like people were saying that he's worse than Nola.
I don't know. Okay, this sounds.
Oh, was there like a thing like people were
comparing the two shows
because of who's worse? But honestly, Tammy, like when Sharon was explaining the ultimatum, and she was saying that there was a guy that slept with like another babe and stuff like that guy. When you watch it and you see how like. He was on
brazen. He's brazen.
Yeah, like, and the way he wanted to lie about sleeping with her, like you don't even understand. Like,
but the lies are not believable.
Yeah, but it's crazy. As in, like, imagine his partner is next to him, the babe that he's sleeping with is there, and he's saying, "Why did you tell her that we slept together? You're a liar. We didn't sleep together." And the baby's just looking like, "But we did. Like, we did." And like, it's the way he literally just like flipped the script, and he was literally selling a complete different fantasy to this new babe that he was sleeping with, like like basically make it seem like as if this might be worth me leaving my relationship for.
Wow,
like
crazy.
It was insane.
They're both terrible.
God.
For, like,
They're
different.
terrible.
They did the same thing, but like different ways.
Yeah. Hey.
Anyway, Sha, go and watch those shows.
Yes, go and watch it for real, guys, and let us know what you think.
Yeah,
but yeah, so good.
Cool. So moving on to the dilemma, we got sent this one. It's called "My Friends with Benefit and His Flatmate. Am I Overreacting?" Hi, I need some advice on a tricky situation with my friends with benefits. I'm 26 and I've been seeing this guy 33 for a few months now. While we started with the intention of something serious, I was the one who suggested keeping it casual because I didn't think he was where I wanted him to be in his life. He's 33, he's flat sharing, doesn't have a car, etc., etc.
Oh dear.
We've been clear about boundaries and we both agreed that we would continue this dynamic until either of us find someone we want to settle down with. Here's where the issue comes in. He has a 22-year-old female flatmate who, according to one of their other flatmates, has feelings for him.
Oh, God.
This other female told both of us and had already told my friends with benefits separately that the 22-year-old has said things like she really fancies him, has never been with a black guy before. And even, I've been on so many dates, but no one compares to him.
How do you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, have you been on a date with him?
How do you know?
He claims she's not his type and he brushes it off, but their closeness is making me jealous.
Ooh. Sorry, can I ask a question? Because I'm a bit confused.
Yeah.
So the girl that fancies him, is she living with him?
Yes.
So who is the one that's telling her?
They're in a flat share.
Oh, it's
so
three people.
It's either three or more, whatever.
Okay.
But the other one is telling the girl, like, oh,
by the way,
this girl is saying, this is what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he claims she's not his type and brushes it off, but their closeness is making me jealous. Over Christmas, he took her to visit him. No, sorry. Over Christmas, he took her with him to visit his family in Manchester.
What's going on?
Where they stayed with his dad and his sister from Christmas Eve to Boxing Day.
That's his girlfriend. You're the
side.
She also went with him to his birthday celebrations at his family home earlier this month.
What's going on?
32 and 33.
That's why I'm confused, though.
When I brought this up, he reassured me that I'm his type and that he's not interested in her. But the situation still bothers me. I recently saw a Snapchat video of the two of them together and it made me feel even more upset. I asked if anything had ever happened between them and he got defensive, saying I was pissing him off for even asking.
Guys are crazy, you know, innit? Shut up, man.
How many times have you asked me this, man?
I told you, man.
Here's the thing. I know I'm just his friends with benefits and technically I shouldn't care, but I do. I like what we have. He's kind, he's caring, he treats me well.
Oh. So girls are terrible, man.
We do this all the time.
First, he doesn't have a guy. Then
he doesn't have his own Sharon.
Oh, I want to be casual.
He's genuine. He takes me out. But when you were deciding you didn't want anything with him.
Yeah, he's
casual. But now that somebody else is like, oh, he's kind, he's caring.
Nah, we're terrible. Oh, Lord.
I like what we have. He's kind, he's caring, and treats me well. But this situation with his flatmate is making me feel insecure, disrespected, and jealous. Am I overreacting? Should I just walk away? Or am I justifying in feeling hurt about it? Thanks, girls, loving the pod. Thanks, girls, loving the pod.
Thank you.
The answer is number B.
What's B?
Letter B.
Should I just walk away?
Oh. Yeah, man. Because I feel like you're too... Friends with benefits is not supposed to be something where your feelings start getting super invested. You're worried about the other girls that fancy him, where he spends his Christmas. why are you worried about where he's spending Boxing Day? Shouldn't you be chilling with your family as well? I hear like how your feelings can get invested, 100%. But I feel like you need to stand on business.
Yeah, but
easier
also
said
deep
than
that
done.
he said that she is his type and the babe that he's taken to meet the family is not. So he's actually feeding into it as well. Remember, if he didn't say anything,
but she's already told him that she doesn't want to be with him. So,
but it doesn't help. It doesn't help though if he's like telling you like you're my type.
Yeah, well,
the thing is,
we already knew that was the case. She was the one that told him, "Hey, listen, mate, you ain't got a car. You're flat sharing. You're faithful. I don't want to have anything."
I don't think she told him. I think that's what she's telling us.
Well, whatever, which way. You're the one that's like, "Hey, listen, faithful, house sharing, ain't got a car. This gonna be casual." So obviously we know that he fancies her. That's why she's still around. But my thing is like, you've decided that this is the case. Some other girl fancies him, and now it's making you think about, wait, why don't I like him in that same way? Do you get what I mean? And then you're starting to think about, okay, he's a nice person, but you need to stand on business. Because I'm thinking, if that girl didn't exist, would you still be in this predicament where you're deciding whether or not you should take him seriously? Probably not, because you've already decided beforehand you didn't want that. So maybe you should just walk away.
I think that she actually likes him. I don't think that this was intentionally meant to be a friends with benefit situation. It turned into a friends with benefit situation because she saw that he house shares, he's 33, he doesn't have a car. Who wants to take that home to your dad? You'd be like, oh, dad, here's the guy that I want to, be with. And then and then you now ask him, okay, so does he have a house? What does he do? Oh, he flat shares, he doesn't have a car, etc., etc. There might be other things. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things. But I think when you get to a certain age, when you get over 30, over nearly close to 35, you start asking yourself questions like, oh, do I see myself being with this person? Is he ready? She even said he's not where she wants him to be, but she likes him. So they've now said, oh, let's just do friends with benefits just to keep it going. Let me see how you are. Let me see if you progressively get better.
Decision.
So I can promote you from friends with benefit to boyfriend.
If it happens, yeah.
If it happens. That's why she's keeping him along.
That promotion very, very rarely happens and works.
But I'm saying that
I understand the context.
No, but I'm saying that the promotion never works because you're just doing like the friends with benefits and then you develop feelings. But I think there was already feelings there, but you said, oh, let me just do friends with benefits because I still like him. I still want him around.
You want to have your options open.
Yeah, you still have the option. Oh, I can still go back there if I want. That's how I'm seeing it. That's why when now this girl comes along, it could have been anybody. I just feel like this girl's come along and then it's really made her think like, rah, like I actually like this guy, and it seems like he's doing all the boyfriend things with her, but not doing it with me. You're just doing the bedroom stuff with me.
Told him.
That's what
also,
I'm saying.
What's even weird though is like, it's not even like, oh yeah, you're doing all the girlfriend things with her. It's like, but you're telling me that you don't like this babe. There's nothing there. You're telling me you like me, that I'm your type. So it's a bit like this. What's even going? And you're saying that I shouldn't worry. He said that I shouldn't worry about this babe. So it's just like, this is not even making sense. It's not really adding up. Like
in terms of.
As in, like, she would be thinking, but what he's saying is not even making sense and adding up, because then why are you saying that she's not your type, but you're taking her to family stuff?
Because I genuinely think that, because there's really nothing wrong with what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well,
even with the age, but maybe not with the age thing, because the age thing is a bit questionable. But really and truly, if you're taking your flatmate to your family's house,
I was gonna say like it
Christmas.
could be that maybe like obviously I'm adding context that we don't have, but let's say her family live abroad or something. So she didn't have anyone.
She's young. She doesn't
everybody
have
else in the flat is going away with their family. She doesn't have anyone. He's like, oh, just come to my house. I would do that with if I lived with a flat, like if I had a flat share or whatever.
You're right.
There was a guy and he didn't have any family. I'd be like, you might as well just come to my house.
Exactly.
It could just be that kind of thing. I think. Don't get me wrong. Like I 100% understand how you got yourself in this position. It's very logical. Even before you even read the rest of the dilemma,
know how it's
at the beginning how it's ending up. That always is the case. Like because you're trying to be super logical, but at the same time, your feelings are very much involved, which are not logical. So it's like, of course, you're going to see somebody else, in your mind, reaping the fruits of what could possibly be you and him. But like, you're like, oh, but I want to be I want to be with someone who's, I can see myself being with like long term and stuff like that. And he's not exuding those qualities at this point in time. I genuinely do feel like you have to make a decision. It's either that okay, I'm going to take him seriously, even though I don't feel like he is where I want him to be right now, but he has the potential, like maybe he's working towards it. Maybe there's a particular reason why he doesn't have a car. Even with the whole car thing, I don't really see it as that deep, because I'm just like, if you have a license, you can buy a car tomorrow. Like if you have the money to buy a car, I think maybe the flat sharing thing, like it would just raise the questions of like, do you have any savings, or like, could we even like, even if we were going to be serious, is it something that we could actually even move in together anytime soon? Because if he has no savings, then there's, in my opinion, there's no need for you to be there. But if you're willing to take it seriously, then just have that conversation with him. And if he's saying that you're his type and this other baby's not his type, then maybe he would be willing to do that with you too.
Yeah.
Or if you're still like, nah, these things are big enough reasons for me to not even entertain it, then I think you need to cut off the friends with benefits, because it's adding too much complexity and you need to walk away.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. But I actually wanted to ask a question. So I think...
Sorry, is that the advice? Because sometimes we forget to give the advice.
Yeah, that's the advice you gave.
What would you say?
I would say that it's either you have to pick what you want.
Yeah, pick your poison.
You have to pick your poison. It's either you're continuing with your friends with benefits, but you just have to close one eye. Your feelings, you have to suppress them. Or you say that, I actually like this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, even though he's 33 flat sharing, I'm just going to take the risk and go with it.
Yeah.
Or you walk away. Those are the only three options that I can think of.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, what will I do? I don't know. It depends on you. If I was in that situation...
Young as well.
Yeah, you're young.
How old is she?
26.
Not that
If
young.
if you're dating with intention and you want to settle down and have a family and have children, etc., I would walk away, because you might see yourself wasting time with this guy. And clearly you're still keeping your options open because you're waiting for the next best thing.
Yeah.
But clearly that's
you
what
wouldn't be thinking about him if there was someone else that you're feeling more.
Exactly. Exactly. But I think she really likes him. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. But Sharon, you made a question about like, you wouldn't like think about your feelings, or your feelings maybe might not have arisen if this babe didn't come into the picture. Do you believe that whole saying about like, you don't know what you have until like it's gone, or like maybe like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah.
Do you believe that even in terms of relationships, friendships, that sometimes actually it does take a bit of absence, or maybe it does take someone to recognize and see the qualities in someone else? You're like, actually, you know what? I actually do want that. Like, is that even a bad thing? Because
I think for people who lack emotional intelligence, yeah.
What do you mean?
Because I think for people who have like the emotional intelligence to like understand how they feel about a situation, they will hopefully value what they have at the moment. It shouldn't take somebody else taking that person or taking that thing for you to realize its value. But apparently there's like some study, and I can't remember like what it's called or where I even heard about it, but it's like some sort of law or something. And it's kind of like, say for example, you go shopping, there's only one pair of these particular shoes left, right? You've gone to see the shoe, you've looked at the shoe, you try the shoe on, and then you're like, nah, man, I don't really, it's not all that. Then you walk away, you see one babe dashing, running towards that shoe. And then now there's like 3 people around the shoe and they're all fighting about the shoe. And you're thinking, wait. I just had the shoe. And it's like, now all of a sudden you kind of want it, because you're like, how can all these people have seen this value? There must be something I'm missing.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happens with a lot of like people in terms of relationships.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, not relationships or like, but people that they're dating, where they're like, I didn't really realize the value in the person. But then all of a sudden it seems like so many people want them. Like you go out with them and it's like everybody's on their case. Like, and you're thinking, there must be something I'm missing. So actually, no, I want to hold on for longer because I want to also see what other people see in that person. But I feel like if you have the emotional intelligence from the beginning, you either see it, or when other people see it, you're like, they're better suited for them for whatever reason and maybe not for me. And you can...
So you classify that as having emotional intelligence?
Yeah, you like the understanding how you feel about a situation and not allowing other people to dictate like how you feel about it. Do you get what I mean?
So there's nothing that you I'm trying to think about it, because yes, you've given the example of like the shoe situation. So is there nothing that you like you just look at, you're like, but then until you see it on someone, or until you see it being used in a way that like, I don't know how to explain it, like, because I don't know if emotional intelligence is the word that I would say. Sometimes
I would only use emotional intelligence for like a person, not for the
but
shoes.
let's say for a person. So sometimes no, I wouldn't say that you lack the emotional intelligence. Sometimes you just don't see how something can work because it's just not been presented to you in that way. Like, I wouldn't say I lack emotional intelligence because I didn't notice it first time. Like, for example, there's some guys where it's like, you just don't see how this could be you don't see
maybe
an emotion.
It won't work for you.
Yeah, but don't say it doesn't work for me. It's just, I haven't seen it being, like, it's not been presented to me in the right way. Whereas sometimes when you do see someone acting in a particular way with someone else, then you can see actually, I like this. But I wouldn't say that I didn't recognize it when it was in front of me because maybe it didn't exist in front of me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Sometimes even some people, like, it's only when they're with someone else, or maybe like, I don't know, someone else unlocks a certain aspect of them that you're like, oh, I didn't even know that you had this quality. And I like that quality, but I wouldn't now blame it all on me or say that I lack the emotional intelligence to...
No, but I mean more for like, I feel like we're saying like slightly different things. I think that's like an aspect of it too, where it's kind of like somebody presented themselves in one way to you.
Yeah.
And then with another person, either that person was able to unlock a different aspect of them, or they maybe felt more comfortable unlocking that aspect of them.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they become more attractive as a partner because they're able to display these qualities that you would want in a boyfriend that they didn't present with you. That's one aspect. The aspect I'm talking about is more like, this person has never changed. They've always been that way, but you just never really thought that it was that deep. You were just like, oh, like, it's cool, but I don't really, like, it's just whatever. But then he goes and you tell him that, oh, you don't want him anymore, and he goes somewhere else. And somebody else now values those things that he had before. Okay. And you're like, oh, wait, like, she actually wanted to be his boyfriend. She wanted to be his girlfriend. But like, I had him first, and it's like, I feel like that happens a lot with guys. Where it's kind of like they will, like, I talk about this all the time, but you know, Tony Tone did that thread or whatever. And then it was like, oh, actually, I'm not with the person I actually wanted to be with long term because when I had them and they were very serious about wanting to be with me, be a wife or whatever, like I just decided at that time, like, it wasn't sorry, it's not for me. And then later on, you're realizing, hey, nobody else compares to that person. You lack the emotional intelligence at that time to realize, like, hold on, this is somebody that I do want to be with long term. Like, let me lock in now. Let me like hold on to this person now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like they're kind of like two different things, which can play a part into like the same end result.
Yeah. Interesting, Sha. Because I'll sometimes think to myself like, when I sometimes like look at stuff, like sometimes for me anyway, it does take someone else to like see something. Or like, I don't know how to explain. Not necessarily with guys, but I think I was just more thinking about it in general. Like sometimes like I need someone else's eye. Like, and you might say that maybe I do lack the emotional intelligence, but like, yeah, sometimes someone's perspective. Like even for me, like, I would ask my friends their opinions on like the person I'm dating. Not necessarily because like, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes other people are able to see aspects that you can't see. And I can't be a perfect person. Like I'm not going to be able to see every single quality in someone. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you need like someone that even knows you better than you know yourself sometimes, or like, do you know what I mean? To look at someone and be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, like, actually, this person's actually kind of cool. Like, you might feel like, oh, this person's not right, but I'm actually seeing like, this person's maybe a work in progress, or you need to like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like,
of course,
so that's why sometimes other people's perspectives or other people's perceptions of people matter to me. Like, I actually value that. Like, I don't always feel like I'm always going to have the right perspective to make a full-on judgment. Like, I wouldn't solely trust myself.
I don't think you would like throw something away without like considering all the things like you're saying in terms of like how you feel, speaking to people that you feel like know you well, and like how you like, you know, whether or not you think something will work, making a decision that you're going to throw something away and then seeing them with somebody else and then thinking, oh wait, hold on, like somebody else actually wants them, I want him now. Like I don't think that would be your course of action. Whereas there are a lot of people that are like that are very much kind of like, I'm not really feeling him, and then you see some other girl is like trying to move to him, and then all of a sudden it's like, what? He was on me first. Like you hear girls say that sometimes, where it's like, he was on me first, and it's like, Like I saw one guy on TikTok, yeah. He was like, he was at a party. He had a table with like his boys and some girls that came over, and the girls were like a group of friends or whatever.
I saw this one.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
And then he was chatting to one of the girls. And then the girl must have like spoken to her friend, and her friend like whispered something to her ear, and then she came back to him and was like, oh, like you used to chat to my friend. And then he was like, did I? Like, I don't remember. So then her whole demeanor changed, and she was like, she didn't want to have anything to do with him again after that. He went back the next day and went to go and check what the talking was. It was literally all of what, like, she sent one sentence. He sent one sentence, like a response to her story. She sent one sentence, and then that was literally it.
Yeah.
Like, I think if we aggregate the words of like the two it was like 7 words. And then it was kind of like, oh, now because back then, like, you didn't reply to his last message or whatever, but now because you can see that he's moving to your friend and your friend is feeling it, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I used to chat to him. You're trying to like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But my thing is like, if you had it doesn't even necessarily have to be emotional intelligence, but if you knew you were feeling him, you should have just stood on business then. Like, why is it now that you have to watch him move to your friend and your friend is actually on it, that you have to now
that's possessive
destroy
behavior.
the whole thing?
Yeah, that's possessive behavior for sure. Some girls are really like that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's possessive.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
like,
chatted to him.
No, you didn't.
Let the guy live, bro.
Literally, it is okay.
There's some babes like you can't even like their story because all of a sudden I used to chat to him.
Yeah. He's feeling
He's
me.
in my DM still.
Hey,
The
and
guy-
DMs, all you do is like, and you know, sometimes you might even do an emoji or like a laughing face.
Yeah.
But because it now goes to your DMs, oh, he DM'd
like, he was
me.
in my DM still. What?
Embarrassing.
Nah, I don't think there's like any guy that like. I'm trying to think about like a situation where I would tell a friend of mine like, oh, I actually did. By the way, I used to talk to him. I feel like I don't even know what would have had to transpire.
What do you mean?
Maybe we went on like 7 dates, and then if you turn around and tell me,
What's the question that you're asking?
Yeah,
basically, I'm saying like, what would it take for you
to have
tell
to
your
mention
friends,
someone. Oh, I spoke to him.
oh, by the way, I used to speak to him. Like, what would you consider that? Like, if a girl comes to you, if one of your girls comes to you and they're like, I'm talking to this new guy, and you're like, you're like, oh, let me show you a picture. You show you a picture. What would it take?
What we had to go through for me to open my
Yeah,
mouth?
for you to open your mouth and be like, I used to speak to him, just so you know.
First of all, am I embarrassed? I'm joking.
No, go away.
I'm joking, y'all. I actually don't know, but I definitely have to go on dates, or at least
Several.
I don't think it has to be date.
maybe not dates, but like
I think
one-on-one
if you're
for
like,
sure.
if we're like talking every single day
Yeah,
for like 2 to 3 weeks,
yeah.
sorry.
You're talking
2 to 3 weeks. I could let that
If
one
you're
go.
actively talking
yeah,
like
every single day,
every single day,
every night you're on the
like,
phone for
for less
hours.
than a month, I would
You're-
let that one go.
And you're on the phone for hours and stuff.
you're on the phone.
I would let that one go.
Even if you like them,
I would let that one go.
but whose friend? What type of friend is this?
I'm just thinking
Please
like a
don't do
friend.
that with me.
If your friend,
Please don't
your
do that
friend
with
will
me.
say something.
Please do not do that with me.
Wait.
No, but Sharon, you're making it seem like as if
Okay,
she
how
can't
many
like
dates
someone.
have you gone on dates in that time?
You don't have to
Even
go
you
on
don't have to go on dates.
Sharon, don't act like
Don't act like 2 weeks.
consistent talking.
Consistent
It's
talking
not- it's not
on the
something.
phone. Don't do that.
Sharon, don't
people,
do that.
There's people that you've spoken. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. There's someone I have in my mind. Do not do that.
You asked the question though. If I like the person, then obviously, yeah, I'll say something. But if I wasn't feeling the person, or if I'm the reason that after those 2 weeks we're not speaking anymore, I'm not saying anything.
Really?
So yeah, maybe that person that you're thinking about, I'm probably thinking about the same person. Maybe I would mention something, but I'm not even 100% sure if I would. Because I, even with that situation, don't even think like it was worth, like, I don't know if it's even worth destroying something else that somebody else could have with that.
Destroying.
But
Please,
did you just
for me, please destroy.
Really? Well, yeah, for
Please,
you, okay.
please
Obviously,
yeah?
I
Why
know,
would you want?
but the thing is, with like, this is what I'm saying, like, friend, I don't mean like a really close friend.
That's
Because
like
I
a
think
friend.
with
Yeah.
a really close friend, like, you guys will probably know already anyway. So it's like,
Not really, because you don't really hold 2 to 3 weeks of talking.
Yeah, you won't.
You don't hold it to a high standard. So how will I know?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
So
true.
how will I know?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's why
we
we
don't
don't
know
hold it
everyone
down.
we don't know anyone that messages you that you be talking and
Yeah,
conversing with.
no,
yeah,
we don't know.
okay, yeah.
Please,
Sorry.
me. Or
Okay,
maybe
let me
the
not
way-
say that you would know.
Maybe it's the way that I like when I'm talking to guys.
Yeah,
It has to be, we have to be talking, not all day, every day, but there needs to be a level. There needs to be consistency, or else I'm just going to feel like you're not feeding me.
yeah, and,
So
and you
what's
can't
the
be
point?
you can't be bare complimenting me.
Yeah,
telling me,
oh,
like,
you look nice, replying to my story, love her eyes, oh, you look
yeah,
good, blah,
oh, yeah,
blah.
and even having an intent to meet up.
Yeah,
like,
oh,
mean to
send
meet
me-
up, blah 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 blah.
Oh, what is it? You've gone to do your hair, or what does your hair look like? Send me the picture of your hair.
Oh, yeah,
oh,
well,
what,
Do you
no,
know
no,
what?
so-
Do you know what it is?
That's
It's for me, it's the
insane.
2 weeks, because I'm just thinking to myself, like, maybe it's also because I don't really like sit on the phone like that, like with a guy, unless I've been speaking to him for like a while, like on text, and then after a while I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm happy to jump on a call. So I think for me, like the 2 weeks, I'm just thinking that's like 10 business days, like
Yeah, you're thinking of it as in it's like
I'm
a
like,
scheduled thing. Like,
because
I'll now speak to
do you
him
know
at
what it
7
is?
p.m.
I'm thinking in 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm not going to speak to you probably like during the working day, really, because I'm not invested.
That's the thing.
So I'm probably not replying on time.
So you're saying you're not invested.
You're not invested.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm not going to have been invested in 2 weeks for me to now be like somebody's saying that they're speaking to him and I'm like, I spoke to him for 2 weeks. Like, because in the first 2 weeks, I'm thinking to myself, like, honestly, I've probably replied to like 3 messages in the first like 5 days.
If this is someone that is ticking your boxes that
and
you
you're
like upon first time.
But you said if I've already addressed the whole about me liking the person. If I like the person, then yeah, I will tell you. But if it's a thing where I'm the reason why we're even still not talking, I'm not saying anything because of 2 weeks. I'm so sorry.
But wait, you're the reason. Do you mean that?
As in, so you maybe
never
I left them on red.
You
or
never
like I never really liked them.
Yeah. Oh, if you never liked them, that's very different because you wouldn't be having a consistent.
You wouldn't have been having.
It's only someone that you like that you'll be having consistent conversations.
Oh, so you're
for
talking
2 to 3 weeks.
We're talking about a guy that I like, and we were speaking.
You're both feeling each other.
You're both.
Okay.
Yeah,
but then
you're like, rah.
There's so many times where you've spoken to someone, you're like, oh, like I'm feeling him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't amount to anything. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't now say that, oh, I didn't like him. Like, you did, but it didn't.
He's
it
cool,
didn't hold any water. But at the end of the day,
you were
messaging. Oh, I please.
Yeah.
Nah.
When you're turning.
Wait, what was the original question?
What would it take? You guys said
for me, not about 2 weeks. I'm just saying consistent.
No, it just has to be like consistent
talking, but also like I think like
I would
my
say
question,
yes to consistent talking as well.
Yeah, that's what we said. So I think the 2 weeks, not 2 weeks. Sorry, it depends on the friend because I think you know a certain friend would be like. There might be some friends that just like, I could never date anyone that is even approached or even has said that they like my friend. So if you're the type of person, I'll tell you straight away, this person said that they're feeling me. That's up to you. It's not about me saying that, oh, I'm saying it because I don't want you to do something. This is more, you need that information because if you find out that this person was speaking to me before, you're going to be annoyed at me. So let me do what I need to do, deliver the information I need to deliver. That's what my perspective would be on. It'll never be a case of I'm delivering this because I spoke to the person first and like you shouldn't be speaking to them. Like it would never be that angle. But yeah, for me, like you don't have to be on you don't have to have gone out on a date. But if I can tell the person was gunning for me, and you know when a guy is feeling you, they're feeling you, and then you know that your friend would not want to have or be talking to a guy that literally like we're very close, and the guy's gonna be around me, and you know that he was literally like wanting to be up in my seat. Like
no. Please.
I will tell you so that you can make the decision.
And that can happen in 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. You can know from the get-go how a guy moves. So yeah, I would definitely say something for sure in the beginning. But yeah, very, very interesting question though. Yeah, as you guys know, every single month we have a theme for our playlist, which is Song of the Week, and that playlist is available on Spotify, it's available on Apple Music, and it's also available on YouTube for people that don't want to pay. And every single month we have every single month we add songs to it and we have a theme. And the theme is everything to do with love, and it reminds you of love, romance, can even be heartbreak. Anything to do with emotion. It's just emotion taking me over. Hey! Caught up in sorrows, lost in a song. And if you don't come back, come home to me, darling. Don't you know there's nobody left in this world? Hold me tight. Don't you know there's nobody left in this world? Kiss goodnight. Good night. Good night. Yeah. Wow, Destiny's Child. Hallelujah.
They were rated the best group of the 21st century.
Really? Damn. Well deserved, to be honest. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so that is the theme this month. So, girls, what are you going to add to the playlist this time?
I'll actually add Emotions, Destiny's Child.
Lovely.
And then I'm also going to add Darko, Focus on Me.
Oh, what's
Focus? Yeah, they know. Other sexy girls.
Oh, is that your song? Sorry, my bad. Nah, tune.
Yeah.
Tune.
It's a good love song.
Yes, love that. Sharon, what are you going to add to the playlist?
I'm going to add some Christian R&B artists. I'm going to add...
What are they singing about?
Love.
God's love.
And also sometimes of relationship.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God. Anyway.
No, I'm genuinely shocked.
Why?
Christian R&B.
Yeah,
like,
but we've actually added that to a playlist.
I've added
on our
that
so
many times.
as in like
it's about relationships.
relationships.
But the one I love is unequally yoked.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Where have you been? It's been like
Sorry,
a month.
I don't know. When I listen to gospel music, I don't listen to. And funny enough, there was this conversation on Don't Tell My Wife. That they recently had some guests, and they were speaking about different genres of Christian music, whether it's like what's the
Christian R&B or
Christian rap or
Yes.
Christian drill music,
yeah.
like the different types. But me personally, I only stick to like worship and gospel. Like I don't venture out. So I'm not the type
It's very, very
to
nice.
go to Christian R&B. Like I don't even know what that even sounds like.
I'm
Oh,
crying.
nice.
I've added it to the playlist.
we added
before.
I don't listen to the playlist. I can't. I don't.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't listen. I
fair.
don't listen to
Okay.
this.
No, I listen to it because like sometimes as well, like I want to listen to like clean music, but I don't want to listen to "We Lift Our Hands in the Sanctuary."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes
Yeah.
I just want to
It
listen.
can still be emotional. It can still touch on emotions. Like love is not a bad thing to talk about.
So yeah, two really good artists that I love listening to: Stevie Rizzo and Uninvited. Like they do a lot of like Christian R&B. In fact, their whole genre is just Christian R&B.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes it will be like about God's love, but sometimes it is like about relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add No Sugar by Uninvited and Love in the West by Uninvited.
Nice. Is that the two you're gonna add?
Yeah.
Or which one did you add from Steve Rizzo? Or did you just
No, I
mention it?
didn't. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm gonna add a couple of R&B songs. You already know me. I'm gonna first of all add Lloyd. I love Lloyd. I literally used to be so obsessed with him. And this, I think, it became popular on TikTok, which was like a trend where it was just like, there's a person that looks like it's a woman, and it's like people do things in the background, but she looks and it's like the one that goes, "Please, oh, don't do it again." Oh, okay. Anyway, that's Lloyd, Player's Player. It's a Player's Prayer. It's a really, really good song. Absolutely love Lloyd.
Player's Prayer.
Yeah. Literally, girl, I'm on
Player's
my
Prayer.
knees. Yeah, you know, Player. We
What
pray.
about the Christian R&B?
Isn't that a player that prays for the? You know, when you always pray for the God to come back. Girl, I'm on my knees. I won't do
forbid.
it.
I thought it was
again.
even a prayer. Like I don't want to be a player anymore.
Oh no!
I don't want to be a player
no more. Hey, another one I'm gonna add is Love Song, which is Rihanna featuring Future.
Oh
I love that song.
Oh no! Wait, do they spell it?
Yeah, they do. Is that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love.
Take me back to
Is
that
that
time.
album? Is that the one with Disturbia on it as well?
Ooh,
No, I think it's
don't
Future's
think
song.
so. No,
Is it?
it's
No,
not.
I
It's
think
not.
it's
It's not. It's
Rihanna's
on.
song.
It's just like a single.
No, it's on her.
It's on an
Oh, it's
album.
on a Rihanna album.
I believe
Yeah.
so. Let me even see.
No.
I think
Yes, it's her
so.
unapologetic album. Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't even know. I
Yes.
thought it
Yes.
was like
Yes.
a
Yes.
random
No.
single.
No.
Oh, interesting.
No, Disturbia's not on it. Diamonds.
Damn. Oh.
Yeah. No. Really, really good.
Rihanna. Rihanna has some hits.
Yeah, for real. Another song I'm gonna add is "Love" by Keisha Cole. Yeah, absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Another one I'm gonna add. I think we've added this before, but every time I think of this song, it just reminds me of Tammy, and it's Mary J. Blige. Me and Mr. Wrong get along so good.
Hey.
Even though he breaks my heart so bad. Oh, that's a tune. Mary J.
What?
Blige.
Please, don't let that song. Don't listen to Beatrice. It shouldn't remind you of me. It should not remind you.
No,
of
but
me.
it just is.
But yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah,
I know.
I get it.
So yeah, Mary J. Blige, and I'm gonna obviously add, and I can't be without you, baby. And I'll be waiting up until you get home.
'Cause I can't sleep
Without you, baby.
Whoa.
Woo, Mary J.
Did I add that?
Blige.
in Nigeria.
Did you? Oh, I don't
remember.
know. Oh,
No,
anyway.
maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just
Was
imagining
it?
it.
Did you add this? Did you play that song when we were on the live show? There was a song that you won that we played on the live show when we were doing the.
Yeah, I played Be Without You.
Oh yes. Oh gosh, such a good song.
Yeah, good song.
But yeah, those are the songs we're gonna add to the playlist, guys. Let us know what songs you'd add so we can add it as well. And yeah, like I said, the playlist is available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Music, and it's also available on YouTube for people that don't want to pay. So Make sure you tune in. Tag us as well if you're listening to it, so we know where you guys are vibing with it, where you're listening to it. And yeah, we'll keep on adding songs to the playlist.
You know that song, Everybody Pampa? That's the Christians.
Yeah, you know, it's a Christian artist.
Yeah,
it's a Christian artist. He's a Christian. He's a Christian artist.
What's his name?
It gives the S. Stun now or something.
I can't remember what his name is. But
man,
what was he singing about in the song?
I don't know.
There was like a remix he did.
Yeah.
So there was like Everybody Pampa and I enter, make you Pampa and I. But like there's some other songs that he's done. Like he's even done a remix to that one. And he was a Christian. He's a Christian artist.
If you look at him, he's a Christian artist.
Maybe
I'm not disputing. I'm just
heaven. Everybody Pampa and I enter, make you Pampa and I.
Maybe it's like Pampa and I is like knocking on the door of your
I
heart.
was trumpet. Everybody, you know, like
Pampa and I.
No, like I heard another one of his songs. And I was like, oh, this is like
yeah, funny. Cool. Should we go to Don't Get Me Started?
Man Like Stunner.
Big up him, man.
Yeah, big up
Man
him.
Like Stunner.
Big
yeah.
Yeah, look, some of his songs. Most High, Baba, Enter.
Interesting.
Cool. Let's do Don't Get Me Started. This is a part of the show where we ask you guys a question on Instagram and you guys respond. We read and react to the responses on the episodes. This week, or last week, I asked, tell us about a time when you've looked through someone's phone. What did you find?
I haven't looked for anyone's phone before.
That's good.
The
first response is my dad cheating on my mum. As well. That's very, very, that's very, very sad. I wonder what you do.
I wonder whose phone. Are you looking at your dad's phone?
Yeah, she looked through
the phone of the person that he cheated on.
How did she get that phone?
It might be the friend.
Oh,
cool. Cool. Tell us about a time when you've looked through someone's phone. What did you find? He had the Flow app. Through this, I found out he was sleeping with his ex.
Wait, hold on.
So he's tracking someone's period and it's not yours?
Yeah, but how do you know that means that they're sleeping? He could have just had it from before.
Maybe he's logged into the girl's account.
From before. But she's updating the Flow app. I don't know. I didn't ask
any questions. Why does a man have a Flow app?
Unless you're in a relationship with your
yeah.
Sorry, why does the man have the Flow app?
Because they track like their girl's periods
guys do that a lot,
to find out like how she's feeling.
Yeah, guys just to find out whether whether that's the time that they're able to sleep together.
Yeah,
which one is tracking Flow app?
Yeah.
You don't do. I ain't buying that.
I'm crying.
I'm not buying that.
I'm not
unless they're actively trying for a baby.
Yeah,
maybe I can give you that one.
Yeah,
but why have you got the Flow app?
I can't lie though. I would actually share that. I share that with my partner. I would share that with my partner. I think you should know when I'm that time of the month. You can even give me something. Not like that.
I'm not opposed to.
No, I'm just saying, like, why would
some guys actually? It is more like just like if she's like how she'll be feeling at certain times of the month. Some guys are very thoughtful like that.
I wouldn't say it's thoughtful. I think it's just
no, but some guys are thoughtful in the sense of like they want to keep up to date. They want to be able to be there for you. Like if they feel like, sometimes you just be so emotional, you have absolutely no idea why. And then maybe like he's noticed that and he's like, oh, it's because she's ovulating. Let me get her
even
something.
Some guys as well, because some guys are just not, some guys are just, they're not really like, in up to date with like women's periods and stuff like that in terms of like, they might forget like, oh, every month or like when it is every month. And some guys want to be like, oh, I want to like get her something or like, oh yeah, your period's coming out, let me give you this or something like that. So some guys just want to know like, when's that time of the month come in and stuff like that. And I know that one of my friends told me, I remember we were discussing like the whole sharing of like your Flow app and stuff. And she was like, it was actually very helpful because when he was planning a trip and he used the Flow app to like select the dates to make sure that it wasn't around. I said, I'll be very grateful for that because one thing about me, I hate.
But to me, that just boils down to
but I hate traveling. I hate traveling.
Me too. But it's just giving me.
You want to have sex?
You want to have sex?
I mean,
that's what the Flow app is like. Your Flow app on your phone. I can tell you when I'm on my period. I'll be like, oh, I'm on my period now. Like, what else do you need to know about?
But maybe it's a surprise trip, and so he's
but that one was a surprise trip. He planned the trip in ahead, and he booked it around her period. But
I hate being on my period on holiday.
Ugh,
me too.
Hate it.
Cool. Tell us about a time when you looked through someone's phone. What did you find? Him talking to a random girl about our relationship, saying we do threesomes.
Eh?
We don't.
He was definitely trying to recruit somebody.
And they don't.
They don't.
That's ridiculous.
Trying to recruit that babe for
Then
sure.
when they meet up, oh, she's unwell today. She can't come.
So it's just me and you.
I didn't even grab what you were saying.
Hey.
Oh my days. Okay. A positive STI result, but I was told that he was a virgin.
Hey.
Positive.
God.
That guy
Positive
was
to what?
outside.
No, honestly.
What?
That's
Virgin?
Oh
crazy.
my God.
Oh, no.
Men.
I swear.
Someone said we were together and the notification popped up. When I looked for the message later, he had deleted it.
It is well.
Check.
Yeah.
It is well. Okay, cool. Tell us about a time when you looked through someone's phone. What did you find? Well, I read a text of my 3-year relationship boyfriend cheating on me with 2 other girls. Wait, what? Well, I read a text of my 3 years boyfriend cheating on me with 2 other girls. One was my bestie, and one is pregnant with his kid.
Oh!
All because you searched through the phone.
Okay.
Kai. Sometimes search through it, man. Sometimes search through it. What the fuck?
I looked through someone's phone. I found a video of them shaking their ass in front of the camera.
Okay. Do your thing.
People do what they want to do,
Innit?
boy.
Do your
What the heck?
thing.
You're too
Shake 'em.
inner. Oh my days. 2 tickets to a trip to Dubai with some other woman during Valentine's week. I'm the wife. I didn't even I didn't even get to the end before.
One thing about men, they're gonna disgrace.
What?
They're gonna disgrace.
No,
That's sad.
that
And
is-
someone like that will have the flow up.
It is well. Probably does.
Evidence that he had a long sexual relationship with his biological sister.
Hey!
Me, I have to
Right.
unsee that.
Family. Proud family.
Proud family. It's crazy.
Oh, that family is not proud.
Hey!
Cool. Tell us about a time where you looked through someone's phone. What did you find? This one, she sent it in 4 different parts.
Here we go.
I accidentally found chats by my friends talking about my boyfriend.
Mm.
My Delulu asked and how he was cheating on me with another girl in the same res.
Mhm.
In the same res we were living in.
Residential.
Maybe the same-
Residential.
yeah. We were living in. They had a whole group chat talking about it. This was back in varsity. We're still friends because I confronted them and they apologized. To their defense, I wasn't going to hear it. I'm convinced the guy had bewitched me.
Hey!
Right,
At least you're honest with yourself, man.
At least you're honest with
You're honest with yourself because some girls,
There
no
you
matter
go.
what someone says, hey,
Mm.
they're
I'm
gonna Ray
legally
Charles.
legally
Mhm.
there.
I'm
I
telling
can't
you.
hear nothing. I can't
God
see nothing.
damn.
Okay, tell us about a time when you looked through someone's phone. What did you find? A man was using his cousin's apartment to link up with prostitutes when the cousin was at work.
Wow.
Oh. There were a lot of messages like that.
Really? Prostitutes?
Yeah, a lot of messages about prostitutes, corn. Hey, somebody said that I saw 50 plus corn tabs on his phone. I said, that's crazy.
Tis well.
50 plus is
Crazy.
50
Hmm.
plus.
that means that you're just
Going.
You're just- No, that's actually disgusting. Tell us about the time you looked through someone's phone. What did you find? Nudes from our friends' dads. We were
Oh my gosh!
we were a group of 3 girlfriends. Chat. That's also written in the thing.
So wait, hold on, stop. Someone's dad decided to send his daughter's friend a nude.
And they're saved in the girl's phone.
Well done. Well done. Chief saver. No, honestly, well done. That's insane.
I found out that my sister was having an affair with my best friend's husband and had been in their home.
I feel like cheating is just happening. Like it's just anywhere. Anywhere. You know, cheating, like you maybe go to the far hills and hide. People are just cheating in the bed.
Anyhow.
Hey.
Found out that he told a girl that I'm his family friend. P.S. We've been dating for 6 years.
Oh no.
Family friend, you know.
Hey, tell
That's
us about
crazy.
a time where you've looked through someone's phone. What did you find? People are crazy. I found different sites of my boyfriend asking the question, how do I get rid of somebody?
I really hope it doesn't mean her. Maybe it means someone else.
Well, it is well.
How do I get rid of somebody is funny.
Somebody
You
said,
know, it reminds me of, you remember that show that I told you where it was like, you Google, like, how do I kill my friend using insulin?
yeah.
Hey,
How do I silently kill my roommate?
Hey, some of you want to be caught, man. What the hell?
Somebody said literally every single dating app known to man in a folder called entertainment.
Hey!
Definitely entertainment. Yeah.
Everybody, banana.
Enter.
NSG Entertainment.
Energy
Entertainment.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh. Okay, let me
What?
just quickly look through.
Guys, what would you actually do if you found like dating apps like on
active?
maybe not maybe you don't even know
Because
if it's active or
sometimes there's so many apps I have on my phone now that I don't remember.
not. If it's not, you know on your iPhone now, something's not active. Like is it like it's no longer downloaded. Uninstalls. But let's say it's installed.
I would just ask him about it.
It is well.
Especially if you didn't meet me on any of them.
Yeah, like what the hell? That's crazy.
I'd be like,
boy, it is well. Sorry, also another question randomly. Would you need to know if your partner was on dating sites before? Let's say you didn't meet, like Tammy said, you didn't meet them on dating apps. Would you need to know that they were on dating apps or they've used dating apps? Is that a question you would ask someone that you're dating?
Maybe in the dating phase. It's not something I'll be actively still asking. I don't know. Like I'd ask once.
No, as in like, would you want to know, like, if the person you're talking to?
No, I'd probably ask the question like, if we were talking, I'm like, oh, have you ever been?
Yeah, so that's the question you'd want to know.
No, not that I'd want to know. I could ask it. It's not like, and I think also because I don't online date.
Yeah.
So there's the likelihood, me even asking that question, the likelihood is very slim because I'm not on them.
Yeah, but do you care though? So that's my question.
I don't care.
You don't care if they were an active online data person, but then they met you in person?
No, I don't
care. I don't care about that either.
You don't care about that either? Fair enough. I care.
What exactly are you caring about?
I want to know.
Yeah, I'm asking.
I need to know if you're an active, like, Hinge person. You know them. There's some people that, oh yeah, this person's dated bare people on Hinge. Nah, sorry, it's not me.
So would you rather?
Is it fine? Is it
the dating multiple people that you want to know, or is it the fact that they were dating multiple people on Hinge?
Dating multiple people on Hinge.
But if they've dated multiple people in real life, it doesn't matter.
No, I still want to know your dating history, but I just need to know, particularly on social media, like dating online platforms. Like,
when you say you want to know their dating history, as in if they've dated a lot of people, or
I would want to know that generally. But then I also need to know, did that include?
She needs to know the platform that
was that including dating platforms?
What does that do for you?
You know, for me, I'm guys. You know me. I know that my opinion is not like the best opinion, but I just have something ish about dating platforms and how people move on dating platforms. And I just feel like there's certain people,
and in person as well.
How do people move on dating platforms? How would you know?
You know, like some guys, like some guys are like, well, I know certain guys where I know that on Hinge they've been very active. Like they're on it actively. They be talking to loads of different girls on Hinge. And like,
how did you know? They told you?
No, because I know that they come up. Their names have come up with a couple of people that I know who use Hinge, and like, oh yeah, this guy, like, you know, there's some, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know about you guys, but I know certain guys where it's like on Hinge they're just a bit like.
Would you like to put that in real life?
I know. But I don't know. I just feel like on Hinge, like, you're actively, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just
is it they're actively using the app to sleep with girls? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it could be that could be an angle. Definitely, I need to know about that as well. But like, I don't know. I just feel like
and when you say you need to know it, when you say you need to know about that, as in you want the man to confess that he's been active on.
I just want him to know. I want to know that he's someone that has used Hinge a lot and has gone out on dates.
I'm glad that
Hinge as a source.
I'm glad that you have faith in men that they will come forward and
I don't have
that.
faith, but I'm just saying it would be a question that I would ask.
And if they lie,
that's not I can do about lying. Lying is a whole different aspect. I'm saying it's something that I need to ask.
I don't know. For me, there's some things that personally, like, I don't need to know. Like, I'd rather just not know about that stuff unless it's like brought harm to people. There's just some questions that I just won't ask because what's my business? If I'm talking to someone that's 35 and they had a dating past when they were 25, talking to many different girls, what's my business with that? I don't need to know about that dating history. What's that got to do? I find it unattractive when I know that a guy is very, or has a past that is very. So you don't.
I think your issue is more accessibility
to other people. Yeah,
I think it's the fact that he's like, you see online dating as like you're advertising yourself on a billboard outside. Like that's how you think dating online is. So you find it attractive for that reason, because what you've just described is not limited to online dating. Somebody could be like that on Instagram, in real life, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So Hinge actually has nothing to do with it. You just don't like the fact that somebody
is actively dating multiple,
putting themselves out there. These are the qualities why somebody might find me attractive and want to date them, and then people are like, "Oh yeah, I want to date that person." Like it gives you the ick a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I have an issue. I started off by saying that I have an issue with. I know that my view on social media platforms is not the best. That's why I said I have an issue with online dating platforms.
You didn't say you had an issue on dating.
I said you have an issue with people, with guys
on like platforms, like, as in like people on platforms. I said that I started at the beginning. Sorry, I don't know if I wasn't clear. At the beginning, I said that I know that my view when it comes to online dating, social media, like those dating platforms, is not the best. I know people, go there and they're actually very serious, but my view is not the best. Like I just know that some people go on there and they're just scatty with it. Like I just can't. And even like when you're scatty in person, I just can't. I just don't want a guy that is like known, or a group of girls can be like, yeah, that guy was hella on, like he just hella just one girl. I can't. It's something I would just want to know.
But then my thing is that you're asking the wrong question. Why are you asking about Hinge? Like that's not. Somebody could be on Hinge and then be very like demure or whatever.
No, I know that. I need to know in general, but I need to know if it includes online dating platforms.
That means that you're not asking him. You're the type of person to do CRB and be asking people about the guy.
Yeah.
So
him saying that, Hinge, how does that then? No, because how are you then like? That means he's been scatty with it.
No, I will ask the question in the way that.
What's the question you're asking, by the way?
Just about like your dating history. Like, have you been like an active dater? Like, you're an active dater. Like, have you been on bare dates?
And then he says, "Oh yeah,
I have." And I'm like, does that include? Have you been on like dating? Have you done that through dating platforms, or is that all in person?
And then he's like, "It's just a mixture."
Yeah, I said I need to know. Actually, to know if it includes Hinge, because for me, Hinge is like people scroll. I know it's a very weird perception, but people scroll through Hinge. So someone will know someone on Hinge. Like you don't have to interact with them. I know this person on Hinge because they come up on my Hinge. In real life, like you're only gonna know about someone if like the person comes up to you or they come up to someone that you know. Whereas Hinge is just like you can just in the area you can just be swiping through and see who is available on Hinge. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just my own perception of it. Like I just want to know whether it includes online dating platforms or not. Like I just need to know that. And for me, I said it gives me a bit of an ick. When I know that guys...
You didn't say that. I said it for you.
No, but I'm saying that it's an issue for me. That's why I need to know if your dating history includes actively being on dating platforms. Yeah, but
what I'm saying is like the question that you're asking is not correlated to what you actually want to find out. Like you just basically want to know if they've used Hinge. Like,
no, it includes using Hinge as a way to be an active dater, someone who's bare on girl.
Okay, so if the response to your question about, oh, have you been an active dater is like, no, I haven't really actively dated.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
so
fine.
It stops there.
It stops there.
So you don't care if they've used Hinge?
Yeah, if they've used Hinge, but they're not an active dater on Hinge. Yeah, I don't care. It's active dating.
Sorry,
I'm confused.
Isn't the essence of these dating apps to be actively dating?
No, but people
can. How do you define an active
to be honest, I understand what you're saying in terms of, because I know that people use some of these platforms in the wrong way in terms of like they'll use Hinge, like they'll go to an area, they'll like, let's say they're going on holiday, they'll now go on Hinge, look at girls in the area and see and see who's in the area that they can have sex with, whatever. I know that guys do that, like I know that, but my thing is that like if you're now, like I believe that people can change, and I believe that what someone was 10 years ago is not the person that they are today. So if I'm asking, that's why I'm saying I don't particularly ask about anything that maybe you were a lot younger and stuff like that. I don't really ask because I know that people in that time frame, they use it as they say, oh, I was in my 20s, I did this, I did that, I had a lot of fun. So that's why I personally don't ask the question, because I'm just like, do I even want to hear, like, why am I asking questions and hearing answers of stuff that
you're not like,
I'm not really, it's not really going to affect me. So clearly it does affect you in terms of, is it what people have a perception of that person or what he's done? Is that what you're saying?
It's what he does as well. Because I don't know, for me, like, you know, where it's just like, I could have gone down a path. And I know, like you said, you don't care about that sort of thing, but for me, I do. Because it's just like, I just know the type of person that I would want to be with. And I know that type of person is just not going to be someone that's very, like, goes through that.
I don't mean, like, you know, there's some people that they have a name and then they're not, I'm not saying that I would want to be going for that one. But I'm just saying that some people just have some stuff that is just like, I don't really need to ask. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know that there's some people where you say their name in a room, everybody's like, oh! No, I don't want to be with someone like that. Let me just make that very clear. No for that sort of stuff. But I'm saying that
because I was never part of that community, I won't know. I won't know. Like, I would need to ask the question to know if they were. Like, it's not something that's like, I've never been an active dater. I've never actively like been like, I've never been a serial dater. Like, me neither, and to be honest, I like that quality. Like, I just wouldn't. It's not attractive for me to be with someone that is a serial dater. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's just something I just don't find attractive. Even if it was something that they did years ago, it's not attractive to me. Even if it was they did it in uni, it's not attractive to me, because the type of person that I want to be with, like, it's just not gonna have that in there. It's not gonna have that in history. It's just me.
No, I get it.
I
think
agree
it's
with
just
that as well. I don't want to be with somebody that like everybody's basically been on a date with him. That's so unattractive.
Even if you were young, I just don't want that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. Anyway, let me finish with Don't Get Me Started.
Yeah.
Cool. So, tell us about a time when you've looked through someone's phone. What did you find? I'm going to do 2 more. Looked in my mum's phone, found screenshots of her being scammed.
Oh no.
Yeah, bless her. Last one. I looked through my dad's phone and found his other wife. And that's all we have for today, folks.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I pray that you guys don't have a reason to search through someone's phone. But I can't lie, the way things are coming out with people, it always starts with, I looked through his phone. Hey!
No, I'm not looking for anyone's phone.
I'm not looking for anyone's phone, but sometimes I can understand why some of you do.
No, I understand. The thing is, I understand, but just for my peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking through someone's phone, it means that you feel like you need to find something.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it's different if, like, you have your partner's phone and you're doing something and then something pops up. If you're actively, like, looking to try and find something,
when they're sleeping.
When they're sleeping or they're in the shower, like, you can't look through the phone when they're there. Then
something's wrong, man.
And something is wrong.
For real. But anyway, guys, that is the end of today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you leave a comment as well if you've enjoyed it and if you're looking forward to the next episode, like Sharon and Tammy have said. If you guys can't wait until the following Monday, then obviously head over to Patreon, which is where we're heading to now. And there will be another episode waiting for you. We love and appreciate you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.